Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way. Marcus Rashford hits back. He's hitting back at all the people out there who've been on his back. Hope all is well. I'm going to be reacting to what Rashford has said. I've read what he said. I'm not going to read it all out because I actually done a video and it was only 40 minutes long. So I thought, yeah, I read what I read what he said in the interview. And look, let us know your thoughts in the comment section on the Marcus Rashford interview. Do you agree with what he's done? And yeah, please let us know in the comments what you thought of the Marcus Rashford interview. I'd be much appreciated to get your feedback on that. Before we get stuck into the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified every time we go live and post a video. And please follow our socials as well. You can see it below there, and the links are also in the description. And like I say, in almost every stream, if the links in the comment section in the description don't work, let us know. Blah blah blah. Link doesn't work, and I will put a new link in send a link straight back to you that works. Perfect. So look, Rashford is speaking out. He said what he's had to. He's sick of the people questioning his commitment. You look at what he's doing as a young lad. Getting 3 or 4 buses to training. He played for another club in an academy, and he came out and he said, "I just want to go to Manchester United." Manchester United was his aim. He wasn't looking anywhere else. He wasn't looking to no other club but Manchester United. He's looking straight ahead to the Manchester United. And you look at what he's done. He's been down. He's come out and said things that he never felt comfortable coming out with because I don't think he ever thought he had to, because the media is a cruel place. It's a cruel thing, you know what I mean? And look, I always say, if you're Marcus Rashford or any Manchester United player, and you're coming in, like say, we'll go with Rashford because he's a Manchester boy. You know what I mean? He's went through everything. Witness Shaw. He's done the whole 9 yards. He's a Manchester boy, true and true. Manchester United boy, true and true. No one likes Man City, and he's letting the media know that, don't question me. Don't question my commitment. Don't question it. You know what I mean? You haven't seen the best of me or the squad yet. That's what he said. He said that, he just wants to be a normal person. Even with all the money and the fame and all that sort of stuff, he tries to be a normal person. Marcus Rashford is like one of us. He's a fan. He's a Manchester United fan. He's going to go out. He's going to try and do his best. It just hasn't been the season for Marcus Rashford. It's been a nightmare season for him in terms of his performances, and the media have been on top of him. You look at that time he went to Belfast. I think it was when it was a few days before Wolves. I think it was. We had a game. Anyway, I'm probably speaking on my backside. The media on top of him. Then people have been. I've watched fan channels and people have been questioning. Does he want to play for the club anymore? Does he care about the club anymore? Does he care about football? And obviously Rashford has heard about it or read about what everyone's saying, and whatever he's on, whatever he's looking at, and he's had enough of it. And look, we have a big game on Sunday, and look, Rashford's probably thinking, I'm going to put this out, see what feedback I get, and then go and prove all you fuckers wrong on Sunday. I don't know. If Rashford goes and scores a hat-trick on Sunday, or just scores a goal that gets us to win, well, Rashford, you are an absolute legend. But you look at it and you think of it in a sense of I think what he done, what he coming out with the interview was right, because at least us as fans can now think, okay, we know what he's on about, we know how he feels, we know the whole 9 yards. He said this, and hopefully what he said doesn't come back to bite him. Honestly, because it can, and the media, I'm sure the media realise, all right, he came out, he's not taking no shit. Rashford is not a 16-year-old anymore. He's not going to take shit. If anything, if you give him shit, he'll give it back. And he said, something along the lines of, the media, he's kind of said, if you doubt me, like this. If you back me, good. If you doubt me, even better. So now Rashford is right. I'm gonna prove all you wrong. I'm gonna prove all you wrong. And I thought I would have mentioned last season, to be honest with you. To let people know that, look at me last season. How can I 1 minute look the club and next minute, get told that I don't care about the club anymore. I thought I would have, but look at Rashford last season, and that's why I always look at Rashford last season, because I know he doesn't. I know what. When have look, let's be honest. I want to try and back me all up here. When have me? I want to back myself up here. Cover myself up. When have I ever said doesn't look like he comes play for Manchester United anymore? Why have you ever said? When have you ever questioned his commitment? And I've actually read what I've read about in the Rashford interview, and I'd love to get to watch it, to be honest. But what I've read, I didn't know much about. As a young kid, what he'd done, what him and his family had to do, the tough times they went through. He spoke through the pandemic. Obviously, I knew about the pandemic, feeding kids, so they didn't go hungry, and that was brilliant. I think a lot of football fans, not just Manchester United fans, and you don't even have to be a football fan, but if you know what Rashford done, I'm sure many people around the world don't know what Rashford done. The pandemic, highly respect him for that. Obviously Manchester United fans do. I hope. And look, I'm not coming on here and saying, oh my God, you should never question Rashford again. Because look, he's come out with an interview, but his performances on the pitch, look, he said that he's been down physically, mentally, and all that sort of stuff, and he hopes to turn that around with Manchester United and England. He wants to do that. So it is going to be. It's tough. It is tough for him. And you look at other players around the world. Like, you look at. I can't even give an example of anyone else, because I feel like no one else really gets criticised as much as Manchester United players. Look, players get criticised. You know what I mean? It happens. You know what I mean? It does happen. But if this was, say, Luis Diaz or Cody Gakpo or Phil Foden, would we hear much about it? I don't know. You may or may not. I can't say. The reason why for Phil Foden is because he's a young lad, went to the academy and blah 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 and all that sort of stuff. But he came out. He said what he's had to say. He's letting us all know that I love the club. But if you see it, look what I've done as a young lad. I've went through blood, sweat, and tears just to play for this club. I've had the darkest days to get to, the highest ways. He's tried to do all the sorts of stuff, and he's done that. And now he's playing for Manchester United. Look, it's not just him that's playing bad for Manchester United this season. It's many other, a lot of other players for Manchester United this season are playing well for the club. But look, many people probably aren't a fan of him coming out with an interview. Many people probably think, he's crying for a bit of, a bit of love. He's crying everyone back. He's doing. I'm looking at this award and I just can't get it into my head. He's not. He's not. He's just coming out. He said what he's had to say, and it's funny because when I seen it yesterday, I didn't think it was an interview. I thought it was like, I don't know, it's something coming up to the game against Manchester City. You know what I mean? Because Onana done one today, and I thought Rashford done one yesterday. But it was Rashford coming out. It was his idea personally, coming out and letting people know. Things that no one knew before. He's letting us all know. Look, don't question me. Don't question me. Commitment to the club, integrity. I love Manchester United. I done everything to play for the club, and I do want and to still play for the club now. And yeah, fair play. It's all I'm going to say. And look, hopefully now, look, maybe he just needed to get the stuff off his chest. Maybe there's a bit of weight on his shoulders. Maybe he felt like the world was on top of him because of what's going on. And hopefully him coming out in the open gets that bit of pressure, a bit of weight off him now. And hopefully now he can kick on, because Rashford he's eventually going to score goals. He's not going to go through this bad patch forever, regardless of where he is and what he does. He's never going to go through this bad patch forever. He's not. He's eventually going to go in a good form. He is. He is. So, footballers, we don't know what footballers are going through. Look, you look at my post matches, watching alongs, all them sorts of stuff. I can come after it, I'd say, Rashford had a shy game. Bruno had a shy game. Garnacho was shy. Oh my God. But, that's just onto the match. There's nothing about his life, and yeah, he's hopefully now it pushes him on, and Rashford can be a good player. He is a good player. When Rashford gets going, he's a good player. And last season was the best I've ever seen Marcus Rashford. Was the best I've ever seen him. And fair play. Fair play. And I know I keep saying fair play, but if anyone, not many people can come out. Many people just keep going, ignore the media. Look, Rashford could have just went on and done his own business, but then the media now maybe will back off him. But then the media are there. They're waiting now for him to have a shit game on Sunday, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, Rashford, he cared about the club. Oh, Rashford cared about the club. Commitment to Manchester United. Oh yeah. We can crash with everyone." And he's 26 years of age. He's a grown man. He's an adult now. And hopefully we can see him back to himself. And look, listen, this may or may not have a positive effect on Marcus Rashford now. We don't know, but it'd be interesting to see now, because look, you look at Ineos. I'm sure they would have seen it. I'm sure they'd be like, right, we've seen what you have to do. And look, I'm not sitting here either and saying, "Oh, that's great. Now if he has a bad game, now I won't criticize him." Now, obviously, I'll criticize him, but I'm not going to say, "Oh, get him gone." I'm never going to say that, because in that case we'd be getting rid of fucking everyone else at the club. Everyone else at the club, and look, let us know in the comment section below what your thoughts are on Rashford coming out, hitting back at the critics, hitting back at media, podcasts, journalists, fan channels, whatever. We're definitely not criticising us, because we'll have criticised them on the United way, tell them to get gone. And look, I'm not going to no one's going to baby Rashford. You know what I mean? He's hardly going to. You say on Sunday on the Manchester derby when he does crap, and I'm like, "That's all right, Rashford. It's okay. It's okay." He knows that he's not playing well. He knows things aren't going well, and it's just letting people know, look, give me time, get off me back, and I'll be back to myself soon. But look, hopefully it does take the pressure off him now. And look, what he said, I didn't know much about, especially as a young kid. But look, fair play to him. Coming out was the right thing to do, in my opinion. To hopefully get the weight off his shoulders. Maybe a bit of that's that gone now. Now I can finally focus on now and hopefully score goals again. But look, that's been my reaction to the Marcus Rashford interview. Thanks for watching.